Hello and welcome to our Royal Caribbean suite room tour. I have been at the pool since our early onboard arrival this morning at 10:30. We've done some exploring, we've had lunch. I've been on several cruises before and this by far has been the most enjoyable and fun activity-based embarkation day. So we upgraded to a suite and I wanted in this video to one, tell you why, and then what we get with all of our VIP suite point perks. But I wanted to show you what a suite on a cruise ship, particularly Royal Caribbean, does look like. This is the Adventure of the Seas. So this is what our suite looks like. I've only ever stayed in studio cruise rooms before and shared them, so it feels like a lot of room. And compared to the room tours that I typically do in Disney, it's kind of like a studio plus, if you will. It's certainly not as big as a one bedroom, but it's also bigger than like the tiny studios in Disney deluxe hotels. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi, it's me. There are only mirrors around here, so you're probably going to be seeing a lot of my cover up, but this is the kitchen and storage area. So here's what I'm most impressed by. Not my own reflection. Each of these is like a full cabinet, and you can see Mark has already hung like the one shirt. Those are the dresses that Callie and I wore to embark. We haven't gotten our luggage yet. But these are really quite spacious. One of the VIP perks, the suite perks, is that we get to wear these robes while we're here. Royal Caribbean International. Honestly, this is a perk for me. I also like that in this one they have like a low bar. This is one big closet. I don't know if you can see that properly. Ooh, we're gonna get to the laundry service in just a second. Look at all these hangers. One of my very favorite things to do, whether at a hotel or wherever you're staying, is to unpack. So I am pumped for our luggage to come. Let's see what this says. Okay. Oh, that's nice. It's even. It's kind of softened. Oh. When it gets a little bit darker out, I think I'll be able to understand the differences between these buttons. Obviously, I understand this one, but for the most part, oh, it does get darker. It really does make quite a difference. Okay, okay. Oh, so we've just turned all the lights on. They have different settings. It's very cool. So for laundry service, there is a bag that's located in the closet. Same day service, add 50%. Return next day by 5:30. And then it gives you all of the things. Wash and press, press only, steam only, dry, clean, and press. So I think it just totally depends on what it is. So I will keep you posted on what our laundry bag ends up being. We actually get a free pressing service. So once our laundry arrives, I am going to be sending almost all of my dresses to be pressed. Back to the tour at hand. There's a tiny little mini fridge. Oh, and something you should know is that you are able to bring 2 bottles of wine per stateroom onto the boat. So we did. We brought 2 bottles of wine with us. There is just so much storage here. I'm really quite impressed. You could use this. Wow, that's a deep drawer. You could use these drawers, obviously, like a bureau. I think that's the intention, is that you're using these for clothing. I know Mark already put his undies in here, so I'm not gonna open that one. But these are really deep, so I'm thinking about possibly like pajamas and things that you won't hang, or shoes that you won't necessarily put in the closet. I think that's great. So this is a fun fact if you didn't know. Mark and I do not actually drink coffee or tea. Well, that's not true. He drinks iced tea. I don't really drink tea. There are instructions here on the back of this Lavazza coffee maker. It looks really nice, and it comes with pods and all of the things that you would need. There's of course a water here with some glasses. Typically I will take these glasses and put them in the bathroom and use them to hold toothbrushes and makeup brushes. Ooh, there's already ice in here. And this room comes with a room steward who will take care of the room when you're not here. This is the living area. It has two very plush navy blue chairs. Does this open? Look at all that storage in this little round table. This is a sleeper sofa, and it will be Callie's bed for the evening, and I will show you how we're going to separate that. But first I want to show you all the fun stuff that's on this table. So like any good cruise, you will get a daily breakdown of what's going on. So this tells us like the sunrise, sunset, the dress code for this evening, some of the early bird opportunities because it is only the first day on the ship, and things that you have to do like the mandatory safety briefing and the fact that there's going to be a time change. And this is kind of like the day's adventures. You do get all of this information on the app as well. See, right down here. But I do think it's helpful to have it here. You get some masks, hand sanitizer. Oh. Am I Kim Kardashian? Room service just came. And they dropped off from the hotel director a welcome aboard little fruit tray. Look at this. It's just a pear, an apple, grapes, and a tiny banana. Oh. Y'all, this VIP treatment. It is what I was put on this earth for. I love to feel special. Who doesn't want to feel special? Prior to room service, just showing up with some fruit for your girl. It's really for Callie. I was about to show you all of the benefits of why we upgraded. So let me show you what you get. So in this letter, we learn that Maria is our suite concierge here, and from certain hours of the day, she can be found in a certain place, etc. She's here to help with special requests. So I will definitely be reaching out to her in regards to spa appointments and hair appointments. But then this bulleted list is everything that we get because we upgraded. There is a specific lounge on deck 14 that we can go to, so I will vlog anything I can in there. We already talked about the bathroom. Ooh, I love Malin and Goat's bathroom amenities. Oh, I can't wait to go in there. There is coffee, continental breakfast in the particular lounge. Ooh, an exclusive breakfast. That's awesome. Cocktail. What? Oh, that's gonna be a good time. Complimentary pressing on the first formal night. Yes, yes. Complimentary room service. In-suite dining room service. So you can get room service delivered here to your room when the main dining room is open if you don't want to go into the dining room. This is interesting. Exclusive suite sun deck near the pool bar area. We were looking at this when we were just down at the pool and I didn't know if we qualified. Reserved VIP seating at the theater. Ice skating show. I didn't even know there was an ice skating rink on board. This is amazing. So these are some of the things that we are experiencing on this trip. We've never done an upgrade like this before on a cruise. Honestly, I'm pretty pumped about it. We did get early access to the boat this morning. Enjoying this experience so far so much. This is the primary bedroom space. It is a king size bed, which I am pumped about. Oh, look, Callie gets her own special little mask. Information about how to get pool towels for Bermuda. What is going on today? The shows. And then like opportunities, right? Cruises are full of fun things to do. We have a pillow menu. One moment, please. We get to decide what kind of pillow we want. I have never had a pillow menu, and it has been on my list of things to enjoy. Go somewhere where you can have a pillow menu. Which of these looks? Oh, probably the goose. Oh, I don't know. Can I get all three and try? I'm excited. I wonder which one Mark will pick. This is clearly designated as the getting ready space. There's a little chair here. There is a makeup mirror that's like really aggressively backlit. How do I turn this on? Oh, what is this? Oh my. I'm probably gonna get ready in the bathroom if we're being honest, just because it's so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. But maybe I could do my nighttime skincare out here. There's more storage to be found. Quite literally, like in every nook and cranny, there is storage. And I have never said those words in relation to a cruise ship. Now at nighttime, we pull this closed. I'm hoping I don't feel claustrophobic, but this is to separate the sleeping area between Callie and us. In the first room that we chose, prior to the upgrade, my bum is wet. It looks like a stingray or a like manta ray. You're welcome for that ocean life. In the first room that we chose, not only was our bed, I think, a queen, but Callie's bed was a Murphy bed and it came down from the top. Could be a fun alternative, but we were really interested in this track system that will separate her like sleeping space from ours. Let's go into the bathroom. When I say that this bathroom is bigger than any of our bathrooms at home, look at the shower products. They are full size. I used to have a face wash from them. Rum body wash, cilantro hair conditioner, peppermint shampoo. Yeah, I will 100% be using these. Normally I'm like, oh, I'll bring my own products. Yes, really excited. Loved that face wash. Look at this. We get a little tub. So Callie can still take a bath while we're here, and there's like an area for me to sit while I tub her instead of needing to like hunch over. This is awesome. We also have this multi-mirrored, really large getting ready space with 2 sinks and so much storage. Wow. And then of course, there is your standard cruise toilet with the scary suction button, and it tells you what you can and cannot flush. Wow. Even the hand soap is from this brand. I'm genuinely impressed. Oh my gosh, look. I can't wait for my luggage to come so I can unpack. I'm psyched. I haven't even shown you the best part. Okay, let's do that. Just be aware that there is a tiny step up here. These are not flush. We don't want anybody stubbing a Tootsie. It's incredibly loud outside because, like most cruise ports, it's a straight up construction zone. But, oh, we have a balcony. I've never had a balcony on a cruise ship before. Look, there's New York. How exciting. Love that bridge. Look at that cute little lighthouse right there. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mention it's a double balcony with a chaise lounge? Oh, Honestly, like you could sleep out here instead of sleeping inside. This is why we brought wine bottles, because we will just be, while Callie is dozing and we're in the room at 8 p.m. and we're not ready for bed yet, we'll be out here enjoying what will be some ocean view room space. Eee! This is also very much a child-proof lock, because one, it's up so high, but it requires a bit of muscle to like turn that all the way around. But wow. So that's the room tour. Those are the upgrades. I will be telling you more about what I think is worth it, and if I think we paid an extra $1,300 per person for the upgrade, and if I think that that additional money was worth it. My gut reaction says yes, for the bougier things, the getting on the ship early. We got a suite, separate suite access for the pillows, for the bathrobe, for the touches of like having a room attendant, but I'll keep you posted as the cruise continues. I talked to you about all of the things that I would fill you in on, and then amidst the excitement of cruising, never did. So we are freshly home from vacation. I hope you can tell by my tan. I am in one of my cruise outfits, one of my little crepey tops, and my favorite linen high-waisted pants, because I thought it would help me channel being back on the ship, even though we're freshly home from it and it's just a distant memory. And if you saw the pack with me video, you likely saw all these pieces. I'm just gonna apologize for being a little bit stuffed up, which you might be able to hear, because I did come home with everyone's friend, COVID. But not to worry, totally fine. We're working through it. I am gonna start by talking about laundry. So one of my frustrations on this cruise was that I had done research, like I always do, online on Royal Caribbean, because I wanted to be able to anticipate the costs of certain things. Online, it said that you could fill a laundry bag to the brim and it would cost you $30 to get it back within 24 hours. Now, as you saw in the clip, it was priced per item, and then it was 50% more for same-day service. So I sent out a bag of laundry with undies, some bathing suits that were like soaking wet and I couldn't get them to dry in the humidity, and pajamas. That's it. I did not stuff a bag. I did like selective items for both myself, Callie, and Mark, so that way I could take those things from the cruise bags, put them in the New York bags, and we'd be good to go, nice and organized. And because I did it the day before we disembarked, and we were disembarking at 8 a.m. on the last day because we had early disembarkation due to us upgrading, which actually ended up being awesome, it was considered same-day service, and our very few garments cost us $60. In fact, the room attendant called Mark while I was in the shower to say, are you aware of how expensive these few items are going to be? And because we needed them in New York, we didn't really have a choice. So I was frustrated because the website said one thing, the cruise ship said another. We had planned to do $30 by like shoving everything we could into the laundry bag, and then ended up paying double for less garments washed. So I'm not blaming anyone here. Perhaps even online there's a caveat that I missed, but I was frustrated because I searched that information specifically. So I don't necessarily have advice for you. I'm not sure how you would find out if you're traveling on Royal Caribbean, or maybe don't plan to do laundry on board. I know that certain ships, like Disney ships, have laundry service rooms that you have access to, which I would much prefer. Kind of like if you were staying at a deluxe resort. Another thing that was different from what the website said, when we chose to upgrade, we went off of the list of like perks online on Royal Caribbean, which included free pressing. It just said the words free pressing. Now we did still get free pressing, but it was only on the night of formal night on the ship. So I sent things away to be pressed that I wasn't planning to wear on formal night, but Mark sent away his like blazer and his shirt that he wanted pressed, and then it ended up being like a time crunch. Like we had to call the room attendant to be like, can you make sure that this gets back before we have our 5 p.m. dinner? Because dinner was a set time. So I sent away like a few dresses, a linen shirt, a linen crop top, some pants, some Cali things. Like I sent away a bunch of stuff to be pressed that had nothing to do with formal night, and that worked out great for me, but it was a little more stressful for Mark. So with the upgrade, we did get free pressing, which I found helpful because on cruise ships, they do not put irons in your room as they are seen as a fire hazard. So if you don't upgrade, then you are welcome to bring like a steamer with you, a handheld steamer, but you will need to pack something because you do not get an iron or an ironing board supplied in your stateroom. One of the perks I absolutely loved, and it seems so silly. Honestly, to me, it's not like there was one huge thing that made upgrading worth it. It was like a lot of little things stacked on each other. And one of them was the fact that we had constant fresh ice in the room, which water was literally a problem for me, like not drinking enough water because I didn't have access to filtered clean water all the time. So we were buying a lot of water bottles, especially when we were in Bermuda, like on the island. We did get one Evian water as part of the upgrade. I would have liked to see that replaced every single day, but we only got one. So whenever we were bringing water back to the room, I was adding ice to it to make sure that it was cold, but it was really nice to have an ice bucket there. And then when we had wine out on the balcony, we did put the like champagne and the wine in ice to chill it. So I thought that was a really nice touch. With every stateroom, you are going to get turn down service. Ours was just a little more amplified. So Callie absolutely loved her towel animals. You'll have to be subscribed to see all of the different options because I'm putting them in a vlog, but she loved getting towel animals every day. I think her favorite was probably the monkey. And our what is wrong with me? Our turn down service not only included our beds. I chose the Goose pillow, by the way. Mark chose the Isotonic pillow. So that included the pillow service that we received, but it also included like, they did all of the curtain work. So we had huge curtains along our double balcony, which we loved. That was a huge reason for upgrading. But then that one that like separated Callie and our sleeping space, they closed that off too. They dimmed the lights, they dimmed the music. Like it was really nice to come back after dinner and have our room be ready for bed. So I love that. I wish somebody would do that for me at home, like fold the sheets back and get my pillows ready. It's just very cozy. I know that's not what you think of on a cruise, like, ooh, I'm gonna be so cozy. But in my bathrobe, with a glass of wine and the room super dark on our king size bed, I was cozy. The bathroom bonuses, okay, so the fact that the bathroom was huge, but then that they had the Malin and Goats products, I won't lie, I figured out how to disconnect the body wash so that I could pour some into my take-home container because it smelled incredible. Who knew that like a rum body wash would be it? It's literally better than my favorite body wash, which is the Sol de Janeiro Foreplay body wash. I have a new favorite. I have a new summer favorite. I know we're getting into less summery flavors, but I am gonna milk that for all it's worth in the shower. I absolutely love the products. The spacing was incredible. The depth of the tub. I did take a bath one night, and my cousin took a bath one night when she babysat Callie in our room. Loved the spacing of the bathroom. Also, I like that you could turn music on. Like they had ship music playing that was very much like steel drums, Caribbean vibes, vacation vibes, and you could turn that on in the bathroom too, which I thought was really fun when showering. You already know how I feel about a bathrobe. We've made that clear. I wore it and I wore it hard. Love a bathrobe. Such a nice amenity to have when you're on vacation. We did get room service twice. I'm gonna talk more about food in an upcoming video, like food on a cruise ship, but my cousin ordered room service while she was babysitting Callie, and I ordered a room service breakfast. Our room service was free 24 hours a day. I'm not sure that like a post-op patient is the most to take advantage of 24-hour room service, but I loved that I could order myself a breakfast sandwich and then just take it to go, and it was very convenient. It suited my needs. So not something that we needed, but it was a nice bonus. A couple of my favorite things, and I have saved them until the end. One of them was that being in a suite allowed you to have reserved seats at theater shows, and there was an ice skating show on board as well. So I took advantage of this twice. There was a night that I went to the theater totally by myself. Mark was back in the room with Callie, and there was a show that I wanted to see. It was like dancing and the singers on board. I love it. It's like baby Broadway to me. I got myself a glass of champagne. The seats had little like wine glass holders built into them. And I arrived 5 minutes before the show started, and normally the theater would be crowded. I wanted to be spaced out. LOL, got COVID anyway. So I went up to the reserved seats, and they were practically empty. It was me, these 3 other women, kind of like grandmother-ish age, and then these 2 gentlemen in front of me, a couple of rows down. So it's really nice that you get these like blocked off seats, because it means that you don't have to wait in line or show up extra early for great seats. We also did this for the ice skating show on the last C day. It's awesome that they have a skating rink that you can skate. There are times where you can skate, but you need long pants and closed toe shoes. We didn't have really either of those things. Like Callie had closed toe shoes, but I had shorts, sandals, and dresses. So we didn't end up skating on board, but we did go to see the show, and there were reserved seats for suite guests there too. So I thought that was wonderful, as well as the loungers in front of the pool, which meant we didn't have to get up early to like reserve seats, and there's bar service. Awesome. One of the highlights that we didn't discover until closer to the end of the trip was the suite lounge. So the suite lounge is its entirely separate space. I think it was on floor 14. It has a beautiful window view of the ocean. Obviously, you're in the middle of the ocean, so you're gonna see the ocean on both sides. We watched the sunset from up there, Mark and I, and they do free drink services. Free drink services. So for several hours a day, I think it's either 4 or 5 to 7, or possibly 5 to 8. I know I mentioned this at the start of the video, so if you're curious, you can go back. It's on that sheet where I'm like reading down the list of perks. You get free cocktails. Mark went there like 4 times. They also have like snacks and appetizers, like little finger foods, like crudité and things up there as well. So you have a server come over, you get what you want, they bring it to you, $0, there's no bill. So cruising is very much like an alcohol, food-centered vibe. And when you're on deck, like everybody has boat drinks, not to coin or quote Jimmy Buffett here, but everybody has some type of like frozen concoction, and then they cost like $12 to $15 a piece. Not at the suite lounge. So I wish we had taken advantage of that more, like before or after dinner, had gone up there for dessert or just to watch the sunset, because it was beautiful. Part of it was that like we didn't want to keep Callie up super late because she was getting up really early so that we could go to the pool, and that worked for us. But when she's a little older, if we ever do cruise something that is a non-Disney cruise again, I think that's something that we would take advantage of. And then lastly, on disembarkation day, we actually had a special breakfast at Giovanni's, which was the Italian like upscale restaurant that you had to pay per person to get in. We did not have to pay. This was specific for suite and like key card holder guests. We had a really lovely breakfast. We were then brought into a lounge, and we were escorted off the ship by a concierge team member, rather than like the cluster herding of like, gather here, hurry up and wait, and then get off the ship. It was a much more like calm, lovely way to start the day. Overall, I would say that the upgraded amount that we paid was worth it. It was worth it for the room size alone, because we did want to sleep separately from Callie, and the idea of her sleeping on a Murphy bed on top of our bed would have made for a relatively uncomfortable night for Mark and I, and 5 nights is a long time to lose sleep for me. I'm very picky about getting my 8 hours in. I am not a person who can run on like 4 to 5 subpar hours of sleep without being a total grouch. So I think the upgraded amount was worth it just for the room space, but then all of those little extra perks, the room service that we received, like the fresh fruit platters, we got a cheese platter the next day, like all of those extra touches did make it worth it, and I thought the service from our room attendant was excellent. If you are looking to upgrade, or if you're not and you just wanted to see like, what does this room look like, what's available as an option, I would recommend, if this is something you can do. Right now, cruises are really inexpensive due to a pandemic. We did have to test negative to get onto the ship. I will include that in the vlog as well. It certainly can be financially feasible to upgrade for such like a bonus. Like, I feel like we got a true value in what we paid versus what we received. I hope you're having a magical week. There will be more cruise plus food plus Disney content coming up, so I hope you're subscribed. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. We'll see you next week. Bye, friends.